Hostile takeover, guys. Is the Sentebale Power Shift a royal takeover or a simple restructure? So on March 26, 2025, Prince Harry and Prince Seeiso, the co-founders of Sentebale, made an announcement that stunned both royal watchers and charity supporters alike. The two princes revealed they would be stepping down from their leadership roles at the charity they founded nearly 2 decades ago, a charity dedicated to supporting vulnerable children in southern Africa. However, this seemingly straightforward decision came on the heels of something far more dramatic: the mass resignation of the charity's entire board of trustees. The trustees accused the chair of the board, Dr. Sophie Shanduka, of poor governance, failed leadership, and questionable financial management. But as with any royal drama, the situation is more complex than it first appears. A few subtle yet intriguing developments have emerged, sparking speculation that the royal family may be attempting to quietly shift the direction and control of Sentebale, potentially as part of a broader, more strategic play to reclaim the charity from the influence of Prince Harry and realign it with royal interest. Let's unpack these developments and see if this truly is a hostile takeover or simply a case of unnecessary restructuring.
The charity fiasco and Prince Harry quitting continues because a Sentebale source familiar with the situation tells people that Chandiwaka has placed significant legal and financial strain on Sentebale. According to the source, when Chandiwaka was appointed in July 2023, the organization was in stable financial standing, but that changed drastically under her leadership. When the most recent fundraising deal collapsed in December 2024, internal discussions began about her stepping down. By February, the board formally requested her resignation, but Chandiwaka allegedly refused, and when trustees moved forward with a vote to remove her, she filed a legal challenge to block the process completely. A key turning point reportedly came when tensions arose between Chandiwaka and a major funder of the Sentebale Polo Cup, the charity's flagship fundraising event. As a result of this breakdown, the 2024 match did not take place. Separately, Chandiwaka hired external consultants, and get this, guys, at a cost of $600,000 to develop new fundraising strategies and build relationships with potential donors, allegedly without securing board approval. $600,000 not securing board approval. My question is, for these external consultants that you did not seek board approval, who are these people? I wouldn't be surprised if these external consultants are people that you knew, friends, somebody that you tried to pass money through, or in a way without board approval upset people on purpose, because this is nothing but poor leadership, draining money out of a charity. Looking at the expenses of Miss Chandiwaka and how she was behaving, it is now no fault of Prince Harry and other members of the board who all wanted to quit because they simply could not deal with this. They've told this woman, you need to leave. They've all come together. She has blindly refused and said, I do not want to leave. I'm not going. I refuse to do so. And without board approval is spending over $500,000 with external consultants. It is absolutely insane.
To understand the weight of Prince Harry and Prince Seiso's decision, we first need to look at what led to the mass resignation of the trustees. Dr. Sophie Shanduka was appointed as the chair of Sentebale in July of 2023. The charity was looking for fresh leadership, with Shanduka's impressive background in finance and corporate leadership from major institutions like Morgan Stanley and Meta. However, according to People magazine, things didn't go as planned. Despite her credentials, the charity faced mounting problems. Under her leadership, Sentebale saw a significant £500,000 expenditure on, guess what, consultants. That's too much if you ask me, right? A disastrous collapse of their key polar fundraiser in Miami. And you know they were with Hipso Honda, right? They had him for years. That's a Japanese company. They were with them for years. And a failure to secure major donations. So they're saying with all her credentials, she was not able to bring anything good to the table. This led to a breakdown of confidence among the trustees. In early 2025, the trustees asked her to step down, but Shanduka refused and even took legal action against the board. Publicly, she positioned herself as the defender of the charity's mission, even though we know Harry and Prince Seeiso was the one who founded it, right? So I don't know what she's defending. While her comments about playing the victim card were widely interpreted as a veiled attack on Prince Harry, it was clear by then that the charity was in turmoil with legal challenges, funding uncertainty, and cancelled events pushing Sentebale to the edge. This is the first time they're experiencing this situation now that this woman has come in. So we have senior resignations and the strategic shift. The situation had already begun to unravel in late 2024. Baroness Linda Charker, Sentebale's longest-serving trustee, resigned after nearly 20 years. In her resignation letter or statement, she called out Dr. Shanduka's leadership style as almost dictatorial. As a figure, she had supported Prince Harry from the very beginning. Her departure signaled a major loss of stability within the organization. And we have since learned that she's not even an actual doctor. She is not a doctor of philosophy or a doctor of medicine. So I don't know why she's calling herself doctor, right? Following this, Richard Miller, the charity's CEO, also stepped down in December 2024 after 5 years at the helm. Miller's resignation marked the end of Sentebale's London-based executive structure as the organization shifted its base to Johannesburg, South Africa, under the interim leadership of Carmel Gillard. This restructuring, combined with the mass resignations of the trustees, set the stage for the appointment of new leadership, including some very notable names. Enter Iain Rawlinson. Just one day before Harry and Seeiso's resignation announcement, Sentebale made a move that would raise eyebrows. On March 25, 2025, the charity appointed Iain Rawlinson as a new trustee. At first, this seems like a standard move in response to the governance crisis, but Rawlinson's ties to the royal family and in particular to Prince William have fueled a great deal of speculation. Rawlinson has a long-standing relationship with Prince William, dating back to his tenure as chairman of the Tuks Trust, an African conservation charity where William serves as royal patron. He is also listed as honorary vice president of Tuks. The two have appeared together at various events, including charity functions, since as early as 2011. Given his deep ties to William, Rawlinson's sudden appointment raised questions about whether this was merely a move to stabilize the charity or a more strategic play to realign Sentebale with the royal family, specifically with Prince William. A royal repositioning of Sentebale, really? The timing of these events, coupled with the appointment of Rawlinson, has led to the growing belief that Sentebale may be repositioning itself under royal control. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan have garnered a global following, particularly among younger, more diverse audiences. Their brand has become synonymous with progressive causes and personal independence. But now, with Harry and Seeiso stepping down, there are indications that the charity is slowly being pulled back under royal influence, possibly in an effort to distance Sentebale from the Sussex brand and align it more closely with the monarchy's broader vision. If we look closely at Prince William's long-standing views on Africa, the picture becomes even clearer. William has repeatedly expressed a desire to connect his children to Africa. Reports suggest that William viewed the continent as central to his charitable work and aspirations. His comments to Harry, "Africa is my thing," now takes on a deeper significance. Critics have long accused the royal family of treating Africa as a stage for charity work rather than a true partnership. With Harry stepping down from Sentebale, it appears that William is poised to position himself as the leading royal face for African philanthropy. This subtle shift may not be an outright takeover, but rather an attempt to shift the narrative and reframe African charity work under William's leadership. Sentebale was once hailed as one of the most effective examples of royal charity work. Founded in memory of Princess Diana and Mamamuta Berenge Seeiso, the charity focused on African-led solutions and empowered local charities or communities. But now, as the UK Charity Commission investigates the recent turmoil, there are growing concerns that Sentebale's legacy is under threat. What was once a symbol of hope and charity in Africa may now be caught in a royal power struggle. The question now is whether the charity can survive its internal upheaval or whether it will become a pawn in the larger game of royal image making. Whether this recent shake-up at Sentebale is an act of sabotage or a strategic move remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the shadow of the royal family is now looming large over a charity that was once built on the memory of two mothers. That legacy, as it stands, deserves protection, not political maneuvering. So guys, this is what we're saying. This has William's handprint all over it, right? Because he's so envious of Harry. Everything Harry has, he wants it. He's not, the Queen left what? Over 100 patrons or charities that are going, some of them are closing down, but he just chooses to focus on what Harry has. This man is jealous from day one, and I don't know, I can't understand his jealousy, because with somebody who should have so much, he seemed like such a small man. He's a little person, because his envy, it's corrupt, it's a cancer, and that's what envy does. He cannot see the bigger picture. Go and focus on Earthshot. Go and focus on the other charities that are there that are being abandoned. But no, he focused on the two things that Harry cares about, which is Invictus and Sentebale. Jealousy is running so deep with this man, and it makes him ugly. It's ugly inside and ugly outside, because at the end of the day, this man does not appreciate what he has. He wants everything that his younger brother has. Look at it. William is what, 2 years older than Harry, and you can't say what he has accomplished. But look at Harry's record. Look at his CV. Invictus, Traveller, Sentebale, Archwell. I mean, come on, the list goes on. Work with Netflix. They have done so many things. You can say, okay, that is Harry's footprint. That is what he has achieved in life. You can't say the same for William. And yet still he's supposed to, at least when Charles was Prince of Wales, you know, he was heavily involved in climate action and he used to advocate for things. What is William advocating for? Just sitting by and being envious of Harry? This is sad. It is sick and it needs to stop. Whatever comes of Sentebale is the children that are going to be affected, because Harry, when he had spare. He gave them 1.5 million. He does charity for them. He looked after the kids. He would go there and put a spotlight on the kids in Africa and Mozambique, I think it was. I mean, Harry is always giving back, going out there, showing up and doing good. William, everything that William touches turns to naught. And he's so envious of Harry, and that is what is going on. Because if the focus is supposed to be in Southern Africa, why is this man, Iain Wilkinson, that is so closely aligned to William, on the board now? Something is not right. We have to pick sense out of nonsense. But the truth will definitely come out, guys. It will. So thank you for joining us today as we explored the unfolding drama at Sentebale. Guys, this is definitely looking like it's a hostile takeover. William loves to keep his hand clean, but at the end of the day, his hands are so dirty in a lot of things, and we're seeing right through him. So that's what I wanted to bring you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you never miss a beat. Bye.